Efficiently approaching armed resistance as a last resort against extreme government-led oppression requires careful planning, coordination, and strategic thinking. Here's a systematic approach to consider. 1. Assessment and preparation. Evaluate the level of oppression and danger to determine if armed resistance is truly the last and necessary option. Gather information about the oppressive regime's strengths, weaknesses, and tactics. Assess available human, material, and logistical resources for armed resistance. 2. Unification and leadership. Form a united front by bringing together various opposition groups, communities, and individuals who share the same goal of ending oppression. Establish clear leadership and decision-making structures to ensure effective coordination and communication. 3. Strategic planning. Develop a comprehensive strategic plan outlining objectives, tactics, and operational procedures. Identify key targets, critical infrastructure, and strategic points that, if captured or controlled, could weaken the oppressive regime's grip. 4. Training and skill development. Provide rigorous training to resistance fighters in military tactics, guerrilla warfare, communication, medical aid, and logistics. Develop specialized units for different tasks, such as intelligence gathering, sabotage, and defensive operations. 5. Logistics and support. Secure sources of funding, weaponry, and equipment to sustain the resistance effort. Establish supply chains for food, medical supplies, and other necessities. Seek support from sympathetic foreign governments, NGOs, and international organizations. 6. Propaganda and information warfare. Utilize media, both traditional and digital, to disseminate accurate information and counter-regime propaganda. Highlight the goals of the resistance, human rights abuses by the regime, and the quest for justice. 7. Infiltration and intelligence. Establish networks for intelligence gathering within the regime's ranks and in areas of influence. Collect information about the regime's plans, movements, and vulnerabilities to inform strategic decisions. 8. Strategic communication. Develop a communication strategy that ensures consistent messaging to both internal and external audiences. Keep supporters informed about progress, challenges, and the broader vision of the resistance. 9. Minimizing civilian harm. Develop guidelines and protocols to prevent harm to civilians during armed actions. Prioritize civilian safety and seek their support for the resistance effort. 10. International diplomacy. Engage in diplomatic efforts to garner international recognition, support, and intervention if needed. Build alliances with neighboring countries and international organizations to create pressure on the oppressive regime. 11. Flexibility and adaptation. Remain flexible and adaptable in response to changing circumstances and the regime's counteractions. Continuously assess and adjust strategies based on successes and setbacks. 12. Post-conflict planning. Develop a vision for the transitional period after the oppressive regime is overthrown. Plan for governance, justice, reconciliation, and the prevention of further conflict. Remember that while armed resistance might be a last resort, it should still be pursued with the utmost commitment to minimizing harm, upholding human rights, and ensuring a stable transition to a just and inclusive society. We have all been thrown to the wolves. Let's return leading the packs.